You almost got to 30 tonight.
Just happy to get a win. I ain't gonna lie, I looked up to it, I was like, oh, damn, that's super close.
Yeah, I mean,
at the end.
Yeah, 29 in playoffs on series, 29 last regular season. I mean, it'll come soon, but just, we're like to just make shots all game.
Almost surreal, like unsurreal is crazy to see the ball go through the basket. And I'm sitting there, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I keep my confidence, but I'm like, oh, snap. Is that me who made that? Like, did that actually go in? Okay. The lid might be coming off. So my teammates keep finding me for shots to be the recipient of great offense of us moving the ball. Just have some shots going in today. Felt good, especially, Andrew chatting with you earlier about it. Trying to keep my confidence. Got to keep it, but yeah, go through lows where you start questioning. After a while, just got to continue putting the work and trust. But I was fortunate enough to be the recipient of a good offense tonight, and hopefully, just so they can continue to carry over. And then for all of us, honestly, it was good to see a lot of people make shots. T-Man to hit some. For Nico to hit shots. Honestly, for the ball just moving for us to kind of take the lid off the basket felt good. And especially the way Paul's been carrying us, the way Luke's been shooting. We want to add to that. We want to, help those guys so they don't feel like too much of a burden. So it's good to get a collective effort tonight.
To say, because the ball had been falling, when the shots were going in, was there a point where you're like, oh, this is happening, like this is for real, I'm on tonight?
Yeah, especially because I hit two a couple times already in the season, and then I fall too low and try to stay aggressive. But I'm not gonna lie, after probably it was like the fourth one, and it was probably like a pop back when I was stepping back away from the basket. When I hit one, I was like, okay, it's feeling good. It's kind of like the flow. Last season's over, but it almost kind of flow like that. I was like, okay, I got my legs under me. I can feel it. I got a little bit of a rhythm right now, so I'm like, I started feeling confident in my shots even more so tonight. So, like I said, just fortunate enough to make them. They don't always go in, of course, but you just got to stay confident, stay aggressive, and just fortunate enough that enough went in to help the team get a win tonight.
Reggie, you mentioned, I think it was last week, where you said when you get lost in the offense, that's when you're at your best. But, I mean, you were on the ball playing. You had 8 assists. You got an assist from your keys to Nico. Like, does that help you more, too, when you're just more involved and doing more on the floor?
Yeah. Get an opportunity to just touch the ball when it moves, brings energy, allows guys to continuously play on the move, trying to make reads and attacks. So I was just very fortunate. And sometimes when we lost in offense, it's like in a good way, just like playing, just not thinking, just attacking teams, gaps. And not only myself, but I feel like we all kind of did that today. And that's what I said. I feel like Paul has been playing like that. I feel like Nico's been playing free like that. But a lot of us somewhat kind of timid, trying to figure out how to play with each other, figure out the spots that we're going to be at. Probably accumulation of shots not going in, then you're a little less confident, you're a little reluctant to take shots or make plays. It's made it kind of tough. Feels like we've been in quicksand a little bit this season, but for some shots to fall tonight, hopefully we can get some carryover to Friday. But hopefully tonight's game gives a lot of us who have been struggling. I know for myself, it definitely does give me more confidence. So I hope that carries over, not only just to Friday, but throughout the season, that we play the right way. We're going to continue to get good looks, and eventually they have to fall. So hopefully we'll shoot better starting from this point. I mean, we know we're not going to be 58% from three-point. Maybe we're not going to be 60% from field, but hopefully we can be, at our averages that we were and that we're accustomed to being at.
PG talks about how even though it's a long year, when you start 1-4, that up west, like you have to start building momentum right now. Keep trying to keep that big perspective, like, hey, we can turn things around. But like, did you sense like an urgency this week of like, hey, we got to turn on?
Oh yeah, no. Like, when we were 1-4 in the locker room, I don't think we were beating ourselves up too much. We felt like we got some games that we let go, whether it be our turnovers, whether it be defensive rebounding for us, whatever the mistakes may be, things that we felt like we can correct. We never wanted to be 1-4. We knew the season, it wasn't time to panic, but yeah, it was definitely time to fix things quickly, get your foot on the gas. I think especially being an older statesman, talking to a couple of guys. I mean, some people play games in series, others throughout the season might play 10 games stretches. So for us, we kind of feel like we have a formula that we like to be at, and starting off 1-4 is going to make it hard for us to get where we want to be within our 10-game stretch. So I feel like we're kind of turning around. We're figuring out. May not, we're going to have better 10-game stretches at some point, but right now, but we 6 in or 7 in. So, we're figuring out the fly, and we feel like we're going to continue to get better, and then eventually, as long as we keep our mind locked in, we stay with our principles, we're going to hit a stride, and we'll see where we end up at the end of the season. But yeah, the West it's always difficult, and you can't drop too many because guys can get quite a lead. That this conference generally finds a way to get wins and run away, especially the top teams. And it stays packed even at the bottom, so it makes it difficult to slide for too long.
I don't want to make that many shots every game, but y'all have a lot of turnovers, more than most games this season. Actually, that's like most this season. Like, how do you balance the ball movement, the body movement, the pace that y'all want to foster this year to get some of the great shots that you get with how you've been playing most of the year, which is protecting basketball?
We're going to continue to be aggressive. We're going to have to go to tape, figure out what's going on, figure out how to be better. But really just, we've been doing it, just not to this point. Maybe 20 turnovers, but we know these are a bunch of turnovers that we can correct, trying to crack seams that aren't necessarily there, just getting off the ball a little bit earlier, letting the defense, when we're on offense, letting the defense kind of dictate how we play for a little bit, play with aggression, but just make simple reads, keep it simple, and then after that it gets hopping, get guys moving, and those seams kind of open up more. So can't necessarily play all the time against 5 set bodies. Have to get some action, got to get it later in the shot clock, understand things like that. But we're figuring out our spots, we're figuring out how to open up the floor for each other still. And I like our aggression, but I think we'll be better, and we won't have 20 turnovers next game.
How do you keep supporting Paul with everything that he's got? Just not just the shooting, but the ball handling responsibility as well. Like, how do you, as a point guard, defend this league alongside, keep helping him improve that?
He studies quite a bit. He's very accountable for himself. He takes a lot on his shoulders. I know he feels he's not feeling great about necessarily these 8 turnovers, which is crazy because he still played extremely well for us. But just at times, talking to him, at times trying to just let him know it's simple. There's a lot of asks of him. We ask him to try to crack every single. We ask him to try to beat guys one-on-one, to break down defenses. So it's just a balance. At times, starting to realize when they're loading up, just get off the ball, let guys play, and then they'll come back around to you. But when you're asked to do so much, there's days that it's going to be like this. But I think he's going to do a great job of getting the film. And that was one thing. That's the only advice when we talk. I try to give him at times. I'm like, all right, guys are starting to load up, trying to let them know where guys are coming from, because I'm off the ball at the times that he's attacking, so I can see what's kind of happening. And we just try to talk it out. But, yeah, I don't expect too many games like this from him. All the good, yeah, but not any turnovers. And I know he's not going to beat himself up about it, but knowing Paul, he's not going to be light about it either. So I'm going to try to keep his spirits high and just focus on this win and then moving on.
What sort of play with that with the Timberwolves lost the ball in time to go? Was there an opening there? Or did you just kind of throw that open?
Oh, no, there was. It was funny because I was going and attacking, and then I was just talking to Nico actually before I came in here. So as soon as I spun, I was looking. I could see the gap. And it was funny, like I seen the gap on the floor. I'm like, man, if somebody's over there, and I seen the jersey. And when I seen Nico, all I thought, I was like, oh, that's game. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh, man, you guys left Nico of all people, who I don't care if he shoots no shots all game. He's confident to shoot that one. There's just something about him. He has this big playability about him. And I promise, as soon as I threw it, I was like, I don't even care if I roll it over there. Like, as long as it hits Nico's hand, this is going in. So I don't know if I stood up and held up 3, but if you can get it on film, I might have got up and was laughing already, like as soon as he touched it. And I'm glad he came through for us. So he definitely held down my prediction in my mind.
Much better.